the battlefield.
Stroke of midnight.
All troops deployed.
Fairy tales over. Flames embrace. Flames embrace. Fairy tales over. No more lost.
Blood.
Flames in retreat. Stroke of midnight. Flames embrace.
Slain an enemy.
Looks like your stroke of midnight. That naive girl covered in ash died long ago.
Enemy
Fairy tales over.
ally has been
Fairy tales over. Burn, you wretched souls! Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. When the clock strikes midnight, fairy tales over. Play stroke of midnight.
understood.
Fairy tales over. This is your doing. Stroke of midnight.
An ally has been slain.
You should have seen that Prince Charming after I turned him into a mouse. Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight. Leave the fairy tale endings to the storybooks. Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight. Flames embrace. Where there is kindness, there's fairy tales. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. One by one, stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over.
An enemy has been slain.
Flames embrace. Flames embrace. Curse of Selena. Looks like your time is up.
Double kill.
Stroke of midnight.
Launch attack.
Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight. Flames embrace. Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight. Flames embrace. Curse of cinder. Fairy tales over.
Request backup. Okay.
Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. Fairy naive girl covered in ash died long ago. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over.
Our turret is under attack.
Curse of cinder. Fairy tales over.
Your team destroyed a turret. Initiate retreat.
Flames and rain. Stroke of midnight.
Ally has been slain.
Curse of fairy tales over.
Initiate retreat. Okay.
Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. So. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over.
An enemy has been slain.
Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Flames embrace. Where there is fairy tales over. Flames embrace.
Our turret is under attack.
Fairy tales over.
You have slain an
Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. Flames and stroke of midnight. When the clock strikes midnight, the witching hour begins. Stroke of midnight.
ally has slain more.
Fairy tales over. Looks like your time was up. Leave the fairy tale endings to the storybooks. Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight. So, fairy tales over.
Team destroyed the turret.
Stroke of midnight. Stroke of midnight.
You have been slain.
Curse them all.
Turret.
That naive girl covered in ash died long ago. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over.
Slain an enemy.
Looks like stroke of midnight. You should have seen that Prince Charming.
Double kill.
Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. Curse of cinder.
Destroyed the
Tales over.
turret.
Stroke of midnight. One by one. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. So, fairy tales over. Lady stroke of midnight. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. So,
Request
curse
backup.
of sin. Flames embrace. So, flames embrace. One by one, I will rip out their wicked hearts.
You have been slain.
Curse them all.
Legendary. ult is not ready. Request backup.
Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. I see fairy tales over. Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight.
Ally has been legendary. Shut down.
Fairy tales over.
Slain an enemy.
Stroke of midnight. Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight. Stroke of midnight. Flame stroke of midnight. Curse them all. Fairy tales over. Stroke of midnight.
Shut down.
Stroke of midnight. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over.
Slain an enemy.
Looks like your time was up. Stroke of midnight. Flames embrace. Stroke of midnight. Fairy tales over. The magic of the crystals awakened something in me.